Hey everybody, it is Mr. Topo here, and I got some comic reviews, a little late, but comic reviews from the week of September 23rd, so let's talk about them, because you know you want to know what my opinion is. First up, we got No Hero, number 7. The last issue, kind of an odd number to end a miniseries. This is done by Warren Ellis, and in my opinion, the very underrated Juan Jose Rip, I guess is how you say his name. Juan Jose Rip is like Jeff Daru and Rob Liefeld had a kid. His shit is got this crazy like 90s kinetic kind of energy, and it's also really, really detailed, so it's not like Liefeld in that sense. Everybody has feet and hands, but it's also really, really violent. This book is really hard to summarize. Besides, let me just say the fact that I loved it and I thought it was really good. It took a totally different turn the last two issues that I didn't expect at all, but I really, really liked it. If you want kind of a different kind of superhero story, something along the lines, if you're familiar with Warren Ellis's Avatar book Black Summer, it's a lot like that. And a lot like Black Summer, I felt that it was really good, but it was too short. There's a lot of stuff that I wanted to know. Like, I think that the story could have been expanded, but that's a left-handed compliment. No Hero, really good. Pick up the trade when it comes out. Next, trying to move fast because I don't want to have to do another one of these. New Avengers, issue 57. Man, I really don't care about this book anymore. What happens? Luke Cage has a heart attack. There, I saved you $4. Nothing really happens. Luke Cage gets a heart attack, or has a heart attack, and turns himself over to Osborn. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Next. Spider-Woman, number 1. They've been talking about this book for like 3 years. I'm a huge fan of Alex Mayleave. I think he's maybe the best artist in comics today. He's definitely one of my favorites. And I'm sure some of you have already gotten the motion comic that came out, but this is actually the paper version. This is a really cool story. I really like this issue. It's a good setup for the rest of the series. It's got kind of this, you know, kind of noir-esque, kind of superhero espionage kind of thing. Jessica Drew is still kind of coping with the fact that she hasn't been on the planet Earth for a few years, and, you know, people associate her with the Skrull invasion and everything. And on top of all that, now she's kind of like a Deckard kind of character from Blade Runner. She's like a Skrull hunter now, and she has to go find Skrulls and fuck up their shit. But I really like this issue quite a bit, and I'm looking forward to future issues of this. Bendis and Mayleave, they could put out almost anything and I would buy it. I love Alex Mayleave. I'd blow him a little bit if he'd let me. So yeah, pick up Spider-Woman. I really liked it. I haven't checked out the motion comic online, but I hear it's really cool, so I don't know. Check it out in book form if you like to read. Oh no. Uncanny XMen 515. Alright, it's good that I blew through the other books so fast, because I have a lot to say about this book. First, I hate this fucking book. This book, Uncanny XMen, is terrible. It is goddamn terrible. Let me start off the reasons I hate it. So the story in this starts out with just some random group of mutants that I'm not familiar with, but they may be existing characters, they may not be, I don't know. But they're all stupid. They're all dumb mutant characters, like, you know, a girl named Bouncing Betty. It's not even clever. And they beat up and I assume they kill this mutant-hating guy. And you know he's a mutant-hating guy because he has a motorcycle that says the only good mutant is a dead mutant. That's how the issue starts, and I don't know why I should care about that. So that's stupid. That's really stupid. The other thing that I hate, that I like Matt Fraction, don't get me wrong. I loved Casanova. I love what he's doing with Iron Man. Can't stand this X-Men run. Every time he introduces a character, he has to put this little bubble. Like, Bear, Assassin, invisible in direct sunlight. Like, I need to have a little bubble next to my head. Topo, irritated by stupid fucking boxes that are trying too hard to be clever. That's the best way you can describe the X-Men book now. It's trying way too hard to be clever and funny and cool. It's like if your grandpa, like, logged onto Facebook and started, like, you know, putting, like, oh my gods, I'm on Facebook, sonny. It's just, it's so fucking lame. This book is just, it's all talking and lame. Like, Scott Summers, Optic Blast, Leadership. Like, it was cute when he did it in the first issue, but like 7 issues in, I'm done. But let's talk about what else happens in this book. Well, a lot of fucking talking. The fucking X-Men, like, I know it's all a big soap opera, but like, it's all fucking talking. And then you gotta deal with Greg Land's terrible fucking artwork that just, the page continuity, I mean, you can fucking forget it. It's just, each character looks like a new character every time you see him. It's just, I don't know why I should care about this fucking book. And disregard the fact that Beast, the last time you saw Beast in that stupid Dark Avengers X-Men thing, I thought Beast was like halfway to death, but now he's like perfectly fine. I'm done with Uncanny XMen. I can't read this anymore. This is my official last issue. It sucks. It's awful. All they do is talk. Nothing ever happens, and the stuff that does happen, it's stupid. What happens in this issue? Some stupid redneck gets murdered by a bunch of no-name mutants, and an old Asian man dies, and someone that could be Magneto shows up at the end. Why do I care? And you know what, one other thing that bothers me, and it's not particularly, it's not anyone's fault really, because I guess it's the art, I guess it's Land's fault, but they got Namor talking, you wouldn't see it anyway, but Namor's talking at a meeting with the X-Men, and he's still just wearing his little, like, fish underpants. Like, can't Namor wear a shirt? That's really just a personal complaint. But, like, wouldn't, like, Beast or Cyclops be like, dude, can you put, like, a fucking t-shirt on or something? Do you gotta be in your fucking fish underpants everywhere? I don't know. Uncanny X-Men, I'm sorry, I hate this book with a passion. I used to love the X-Men. I loved it when Burbaker did it earlier in the year. It's just, it's way too many things. It's the stupid little square things telling me about, like, their personality traits. It's Greg Land's terrible fucking patchwork of photography. It's everything. This book sucks. Nothing happens. It's stupid. They go from San Francisco, where I don't care, to an island where I don't care. It's just, I just don't care. It's stupid. It's horrible. Don't buy it. If you buy it, then me and you have disagreements on things. I'm sorry. Hopefully we can iron those out, and hopefully the disagreements won't be too deep where we can't still be friends. Let's move on. I didn't do this by coincidence. Dark X-Men The Confession. Well, you want to read a book where nothing fucking happens? This is the same book. I don't even know why I bought this. It was one of those things where it was pulled in my box, and I was like, whatever. Nothing happens in this book. If you never read this comic, you missed nothing. You missed absolutely nothing. It's a recap that you've already read if you've been reading X-Men for the last couple of months. It's just supposed to be about, or it is about Scott's and Emma's relationship, and I'm done with that too. I mean, you know, Emma Frost now, I think, has like she's only in her diamond form now. She has like a sliver of the void inside her body. I mean, Emma Frost has had more fucking sweaty men in it than Yankee Stadium. It's like Cyclops, fucking Tony Stark, the Void, you know, Namor. But this book is stupid. The art's terrible. Everything about this sucks. I mean, Dark X-Men, I don't get it. I'm done with it. It's over now, right? I mean, there's no real Dark X-Men anymore. That was only to serve that one little miniseries, but X-Men as a whole has turned into a goddamn Kids WB show, or not a Kids W, but like the CW. It's like Gossip Girl with powers now. It's just a lot of talking and nothing happens. Awful. Don't read this crap. It's terrible. Alright, last book. I really didn't organize these in any way. Avengers The Initiative. This book was pulled in my box, and I have a bad tendency to just tell them to ring stuff up and I forget to look through it. I didn't want to buy this comic. It's not horrible, but it's filled with characters I don't care about. they basically, like, the Initiative now is being run by Norman like everything else. It's not terrible, but it's nothing I'd ever buy again. The art sucks, and it's just kind of there. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever read, X-Men, but I don't know. There's nothing really compelling about it either, unless you want to read about Prodigy and You Go Girl and all these other fucking stupid characters. I don't know. It's dumb. But that's it. I think that's all the time I have. You know, I would like to promote the Outhousers.com. I don't do that enough. That is the greatest comic book website ever. But it's like Outhouse with ers at the end. And it's brilliant. And you can watch me post all day and talk about pooping and all kinds of crazy shit. And we even have a podcast on Sunday. So if you can't get enough of my awful videos, you can actually hear me talk without my hideous face every Sunday. But anyway, the Outhousers.com, the greatest website that's not related to porn. And have a good night. Cheers.